Welcome to this week's Care for the Course and Golf Rule of the Week segment. This week we're talking about ground under repair. Ground under repair is determined by the committee or the club's employees, in this case, the golf course superintendent. He determines areas on the golf course where we need to steer clear of them, and we don't want players to have to play out of them because it can be a little unfair. Maybe there are areas that have been driven through and there's tire tracks, or maybe they're very wet areas of the golf course where water's collected from recent rainfall. In this situation, we've had a lot of rain here in front of the 11th green. It's very, very soft, and we don't want players to have to play from here. So Rory's done a great job in marking this area. So we've got to talk about how we mark it. First off, we've got a white line here that defines the margin of it. You can actually use stakes as well. We at our club use white lines. So anytime you see an area on the golf course that is clearly within the boundaries of the course that is marked by white lines like this, that is a ground and repair area. Now, the white lines define the margin of the ground and repair, but they also are within the ground and repair. So I've got a few situations here we're going to talk about. The first one, this ball is on the white line. So this ball is in the ground and repair, which allows me to take relief if I would like to do so, but I'm not required to take it. So if I chose to take relief, I've got to determine the nearest point that is outside of that. So outside of that, where I wouldn't be standing in it, would be right about here. And then I would get one club length with the longest club in my bag. That's my reference point, and I would go anywhere along this axis that I would want to drop it. So let's say I would go straight out, put the tee down from there, and then I would pick that ball up. I'm entitled to clean it, and then I would drop it within these tees, no nearer the hole. My ball is now in play. So as we move on to another one, now this ball here is actually inside, just like that was there, but it's not on the line. I could choose to hit it from here if I want to, but I'm going to go ahead and take relief. It's very wet here. So I'm going to determine the nearest point that's not within the line, that's not near the hole. So that would be the nearest point, but this is actually closer to the hole. So I've got to go along this edge here, not near the hole, which would be all the way about over here. I don't believe that's near the hole. Mark it on the edge. That would be the reference point. Again, club length, no near the hole, right there. And then I would go from here and I would drop. I was able to clean the ball and drop it on this edge, not near the hole anywhere. That ball is now in play as well. Last scenario. Now, it's not just if the ball is within the ground and repair, but it's also if your stance is in the ground and repair. I'm entitled to relief, but not required to take it. So in this situation over here, you can see the white line is there. My ball is outside of the ground and repair, but I have to stand in it to hit my shot to the hole location. Again, I could choose not to play it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because maybe I'll get a little bit better lie. So I've got to choose a reference point that is outside of that area there, which is about right here for me. No near the hole, I could go directly backward. Mark that location there. And then again, drop it anywhere not near the hole. Ball is in place. So there's three scenarios. Ball that was on the line, ball that was within, ball was outside, but I was standing in, or I was all entitled to relief and I chose to take it. Those are the release procedures and how you proceed. Now, ground and repair on the golf course, although this is very close to the green and we have a couple of areas that are on par threes that are ground and repair, there are some areas on the golf course that are marked in fairways and rough areas that we will commonly drive our golf cart. Please try to avoid those areas. Do not walk in them and don't drive your cart. Protect the golf course so that you don't get the cart, create cart traffic in those areas, also tire tracks, but also step in them and potentially get your shoes pretty dirty. So watch out for those wet areas in the golf course and the ground and repair, and proceed this way so you can take advantage of the rules. We'll see you on the course.